Guys, guess who came back around? The quote unquote cousin. So right then, I didn't know for sure, but that's when I started putting two to two together. He comes around when my dad's not here, and they're so fucking close. They're so close. The closest cousins I ever seen. Fucking on some Alabama shit. But me, I didn't care because when he was here, he would let me. They would let me. She literally was so obsessed with that dude. I can fucking take a gun and shoot somebody in their head in front of her. She wouldn't care. She don't care when he's around. So I got back on the team, got back on the football team. We made a run to Florida. Everything was so sweet. Like life was good. I lost my virginity during that time. That story time's coming later. That one was crazy. Like I was just living life, y'all. I was just living life. Guess what? My dad got released from jail early. Oh my god. The PO called my stepmom when they said my dad is on the way home. You should have seen how fast her fucking boyfriend, because it's not her cousin no more, I'm not dumb, fucking got his shit and got the fuck up out that house, yo. Oh, that shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. And me, I had to clean up everything because the nigga's crazy. So, anyways, that happened like 9 in the morning. He ended up not coming. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go outside. I'm outside with my friends. Cause the park was literally right across the street from my apartment building, so I can see everything. I'm outside at the park. All my homeboy was like, "Yo, T, your dad looking for you." And me, I'm like, "Fuck that, no, I didn't. I'm not going. Tell him you haven't seen me. I'm not here." So, anyways, that happened. I avoided going home for the whole day. I ended up coming home later that night because I had to come in the house at 8 o'clock. So I came in the house at 8, and this nigga was mad. He was like, "Hey, little nigga, yo, she ain't tell you I was coming home today?" Like, nah. I said, nah, cause like, yeah, I said no. He was like, "Your friends ain't tell you I was looking for you, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, little nigga." He from New York. I got, like, fuck wrong with you, little nigga. I'll beat your fucking ass, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Nigga just straight nigga, 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 nigga. And then something happened. This nigga, my dad found out about his baby mama boyfriend. He was like, "Yo, nigga, has somebody been living in this house? And don't lie for her, nigga." I'm like, yeah. I was like, nobody's living here, but her cousin, he stops by every now and then. And he looked at her like, "Who the fuck your cousin? How come I never met him?" Like, the nigga was talking like he a fucking American gangster or some shit, you know? Like, I gotta change my voice talking like that nigga. Nigga was going live, right? And then here's the thing, right? Here's where I turn. I'm talking to, so she's talking to my dad, right? And to get the attention off of her, she went out and told my dad everything that happened with me, how I got suspended, wasn't going to school. Remember the girl with the virginity story? She told him everything. So basically, what she did, she flipped the story on me so my pops can start snapping on me. So remember, I said I'm a smart ass nigga. So guess what I did? I flipped the story on her. I told my dad everything. I said, yeah, we went to Six Flags together, and they was all huggy and cuddled. My sister called him dad. Or like, I told my dad everything, bro. And that shit was so funny, yo. They went at it. Oh my god, they went at it, bro. And I don't know how. I don't know how they still ended up being with each other. I don't know. Like, it was crazy. Like, they weren't together, but they were together. I guess because my dad had nowhere else to go. So she let my dad stay there. They still slept in the same room, slept on the same bed, but they weren't together. Because when my dad wasn't around, she was on the phone with Buddy. And I'm like, yo, this situation was like so dumb. Like, I don't know. That situation was so dumb. But anyways, my dad's home now. I'm in 8th grade. So BMI, I know I skipped some times. I started off in 6th, 8th. My dad went to jail 5 times in 2 years. The longest he did was 6 months. The longest he did was 6 months. So BMI, I really didn't move to Yonkers to be with my dad. I moved to Yonkers to be with my stepmom because my dad was never there. Okay, so my dad is there now. 8th grade year. 8th grade just started. I got suspended from school for skipping because I went to recess when I wasn't supposed to. I told the lady, please don't call my dad. Don't do this. She still did it. My dad came to the school, picked me up, and he was livid. He said, you know what, little nigga? I'm fucking tired of you, nigga. I'm for you going back with your mom. He said, if you stay with me, little nigga, I'm gonna fucking kill you, nigga. Like, say, you a bitch. He kept saying, bro, you a bitch, bro. You not about that life. You want to be tough. You want to be a hood nigga. You know, cause my dad, he was in the gang and all that shit. He was like, you want to be this life? You want to make the same mistakes I did? He said, nah, fuck that. I'm sending you back with your moms. Be in mind, while I was in 7th grade, my mom moved from New York back to Florida. So he called my mom and he was mad because was the fastest. He called my mom on Tuesday. On Wednesday, my grandfather and my auntie came to pick me up from Yonkers and took me to the airport. And on Thursday night, I was back in Florida. Guys, what I mean, I didn't get to say goodbye. I had a girlfriend. I had a friends. I was on the basketball team. I was on the football team. And I had side girlfriends. Like, I was running. Like, bro, I ran my school. Y'all think I'm playing, I ran my school. My school was a K through 8th grade. Everybody loved me. All the teachers loved me. Like, it was to the point where I didn't want to be in class. I just go to the principal's office and sit there and go talk to her. Her name was Miss Montero. Just sit and talk to her. Like, I was living the life. I had so many friends. I had like just the best life I can imagine, and it was all ripped from me within a day. Within a day. Guys, imagine you're with your girlfriend and the next day she's gone 10 states away, 3 hour flight away. Shit was crazy, yo. That shit broke me. And I went back with my mom, and she was living with her boyfriend at the time, and it was a small house, and me and her boyfriend used to always get into it. And it was so bad, guys. It was so bad. That transition, like, that made me into a person that I didn't want to be. Yeah, I was depressed. I was talking about killing myself. I was angry at my mom for even sending me with my dad. I was mad at my dad for giving up on me. And shit, man, I was just mad at everybody, mad at the fucking world. So now my mom says, uh, she tells me, you're going to go live with my friend on the weekdays, because she signed me up for school where my friend stays. Because remember, I said it was a small house. The dude didn't want me there. So she said, you're going to stay at your friend's house on the weekends. And on the weekends, I'll come pick you up and you can stay here with me. So that's what happened. I didn't care at the time because remember, I said I was low. I was out of it at that point. I started my new school. I went to Arthur Ashe Elementary School. Arthur Ashe Middle School. And there, guys, remember I said I went back and forth between Florida and New York. I had friends that went to that school, so I wasn't really alone. I knew a lot of people, and that started to draw me back. But where I messed up, I joined the gang, and I think I joined the gang to fit in. I seen them doing the handshake, and I'm like, you know what? I want to be in that shit. It was called YGs. We was the YGs from Westwood, Driftwood, over there on 31st and Broward, right? So keep that in mind. So I'm in the gang. I got a girlfriend too at the time. Her name Deja. 6th grade, she was the I don't know, she wasn't even my type. She used to smoke. She was ghetto. I don't know, but I guess the first girl I started talking to, she got me into trying out for the team. She said, "Oh, you should try out for the team." I'm like, "Nah, whatever." So I guess she told the coach, and the coach saw me in the hallway. Literally saw me in the hallway. He took me, brought me to tryouts. He said, "Do you know how to shoot a layup?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Do you know how to get a rebound?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Okay, you're on the team. Practice is on Monday." So, anyways, that happens. I'm on the team, and y'all, my life, like, remember, I was slowly getting depressed and how everything is starting to change. Like, I'm on the team now. I got a girlfriend. I got a bunch of niggas now. I'm back to like how it was in New York. Like, I got a bunch of niggas. Like, come in the hallway, the bitches see you do that handshake. Everybody like, oh shit. I was the tallest person there. My mom makes sure I dress good. My mom makes sure I dress good. Like everything was just good. Like shit was good, right? And be in mind, the girl that I was talking to, she lived right down the street from where I was staying, right? And then something happened with my mom friend and her boyfriend. They didn't want me there no more, so they kicked me out back with my mom. And that's when shit started to get fucked up even more, y'all. Like, my life is a fucking up and down merry-go fucking round. Jesus Christ. So, she sent me back to with my mom. And now I live with my mom in Coral Springs. I went to school in, what is that? In Dillard. Basically in Dillard. About a 45-minute drive, 35-minute drive. And I told my mom I don't want to change schools. Like, I honestly don't. Like, I sat there and cried, and I'm like, every time I have something good, it always gets fucked up. So she said, okay. She made it work. She started driving me to school, and then she said, Terrell, I'm not going to be able to take you to school no more. We have to figure something out. I said, Mom, I'll take the bus. So in 8th grade, I'm taking 2 buses across 5 cities to get to school every day. Then after practice, my coach, Mr. Freeman, used to take me home every day. And I took that man for granted, man. I took that man for granted. But yeah, so that's basically, that ends off that story. I ended up going to Arthur Ashe that year. A lot of ups and downs. Got a new girlfriend. And everything just started going right until it didn't. Until it didn't. Until it fucking didn't, yo. I got into a fist fight with my mom's boyfriend. Literally fist fight. Like there was like scratch marks on my face. That nigga was bruised. Like he said something about my mom, and I said, "Don't talk about my mom like that." And he said, "Who y'all talk to?" He was Jamaican. I said, "You." And then he said, "Shut the fuck." He said some shit, and I said, "You." That nigga got in my face, and I just swung on him, and yeah, we got into a fist fight, and I still want to know. I think my mom low-key set me up because I'm in eighth grade fighting a grown ass dude, and you want to hold me back and not hold him back. But I guess because we was living with them, she did what she had to do, and I'm gonna end the story right there. I'm gonna end the story right there, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed that story. I know it was long, it was crazy, it was all over the place. But that's that story time. We're gonna call that hell and back. How hell and back, hell and whatever, bro. All the obstacles I've been through, and I bounce back from them basically. So I'm gonna end this podcast with a question. One of my viewers sent me a question, and I want to give him some advice. I'm not gonna say his name. Okay, he said, "My girlfriend have a boy best friend, and I be seeing the way he looks at her. But when I tell her, she just say he already know we're dating. So should I confront him or should I let it be?" Okay. So your girlfriend has a boy best friend. Red flag. I'm gonna tell you why that's a red flag. I was dating a girl and we were dating, right? And out of nowhere, she has a new boy best friend. She had an old boy best friend, which was my best friend, and he somehow she dropped him, and then she got a new boy best friend out of nowhere. Our relationship started to fucking tank. We break up. Guess what? Her and the best friend are together. That's red flag number one. And you told your girlfriend that he looks at her a certain way. She said she knows we're dating. Okay. What I would do in that situation is you gotta trust the girl. Relationships are built on trust, and unless she gives you a reason not to trust her, I'll trust her. But what I would do, I will go to the boy, man to man, talk to him like, yo, what's going on with you and what's going on with you and my girl? You feel me? Like, pull him over to the side, something that your girl don't gotta know, and be like, what's going on with this, and this. Or be petty, go up to her while he in front of her, just grab her and fucking kiss her right in front of him. Let him know it's yours. It's yours. So that's a way you can do it. If that's helpful, just you know let me know. He asked me another question, and he said, "How do you walk up to a girl you don't know?" Me, I would automatically try to make her laugh, try to compliment her. Corny jokes usually work. I don't care what nobody says. Corny jokes will make a girl laugh. Once you make her laugh, you compliment her. Once you compliment her, that's the green light right there. That's the green light. So I will come up to you, to a girl, and be like, I say like, damn, don't I know you from somewhere? She was like, nah, no, where? Like, nah. Like I'd be like, she'd be like, nah, I don't know you. I'm like, damn, all right. You cute as shit though. Like something to make her laugh. She just gonna start laughing. Like, yeah, what's your name? You feel me? And then that's how it is. It's like it's a icebreaker. Always start with an icebreaker with a female. But today, like feels good in here. Or I like your eyelashes look pretty. Compliment something that nobody compliments her on. Like, oh, you have a really nice smile. You know, I think saying, "Hey, you're beautiful, you're pretty," I feel like that's too played off. You're gonna be like, "Oh, I love the way your eyebrows are shaped." Like, so I don't know. Like, just be yourself, bro, and just compliment her. And I feel like that can go a long ways. But anyways, guys, I'm ending off that podcast here. If you guys want any advice, just DM me on Instagram, and I will answer anything. More podcasts will be dropping back to back to back to back to back to back. Make sure you follow me on Spotify. Make sure you follow me on Spreaker. Or I'll take flight. Talking shit with Relly. Signing out. Deuce deuce.